how do you find a winning product?
Nobody wants to teach the strategy, you know. I mean, I'll give a little bit of my secret sauce. Like, I haven't really taught many people this. This is a big one, guys. Like, this is a big one. I'm serious. Like, go to the top suppliers.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I'm here with a special guest, Richard Louie, who's 18 years old and making $100,000 per month online from Shopify. Now, for everybody out there who's just like, there's no proof. We need the proof. I'm gonna throw up some proof on here. And by the way, I personally verified all of this, so I'm not just getting like some random kid off the internet who says he's making 100K a month, who's trying to sell you a course. You actually don't even have a course. It's basically, you just do Shopify.
It's a little mastermind thing that I do have, but it's not public. Like, you can't. Yeah.
But this isn't how he's making 100K a month, because I think that's a big concern for a lot of people.
Right.
Is like, so what if he makes 100,000 a month if 99,000 of that is from selling a course? So I want him to explain a little bit about what he's doing, how he made the decision to pursue this at the age of 18, and everything going forward with his plans. So first of all, I mean, just introduce yourself and tell the people on YouTube exactly what you do.
Hey guys, how's it going? I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, he invited me over and this is an honor. I mean, a lot of people really want to meet you.
Yeah.
I mean, your audience.
By the way, we should tell them how we met, because this is actually very cool that not a lot of people take advantage of. For those that check my description, I offer consulting and coaching calls.
Right.
This was a consulting call.
Yeah, it was over a consulting call, and we went on a call. You know, he was a great guy, so we had a great conversation. We just kicked it off, past contact, and I was in LA. I'm in LA for a while, so hit him up. I mean, I just wanted to say thank you. I mean, we get to see the real deal, the Lotus.
It exists. It's not rented.
Yeah, and where the magic happens. So I'm really excited. I just want to give whatever value I can, and I do have a YouTube channel as well. So we're just gonna put that under, and
I'll link that in the description. So anyway, tell us exactly how you got started and why you decided to do this in the first place.
I mean, 16, April 9th is my birthday. I turned 16, and I really got slapped across the face from Gary Vee. You know, Gary Vee is a very influential guy, and
did he actually go and just like slap you across the face?
No, I really want to meet him. I haven't met him yet. I was in New York like last week, but anyways, it was just like a reality check for me. I'm tired of being broke. I was really, really tired of being broke, and you know, he just woke me up kind of. I was kind of looking where my life was going. I'm going to college. Great. I want to be a computer engineer, you know, making games. That's what I wanted to do. You know, I love video games. And I really ended up like, I needed some money, right? So that's how I really got into Shopify. And, you know, from that day onward, you know, I just tried to learn as much as possible. In the beginning, it was really slow. Not as many Shopify experts as now. Just hate and bad as everybody right now. And there's so many courses right now. So I got into it and I really invested myself into Facebook ads. That was the biggest thing I really learned.
Let's start here. Why did you decide to pursue this over everything else? There's a lot of options that you could even just have made your own games.
Exactly. So the thing that really got me, and I don't know if it gets you guys, if you guys are in Shopify, is when you're drop shipping, you don't have to have the inventory, FBA, you have to order like hundreds, thousands, and it was just like, great. I don't have to have that much upfront capital to start out. So
how much did you start out with? How much money did you start out with?
I was a lifeguard for a while, so I would say at around, and I did eBay, I did flipping stuff. I told some people this, but I guess I'll tell you guys first time. I did Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like I was playing
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I know.
Oh, us Pokemon people, we hated Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, that was like the competition.
And there was also Magic too. It was
Magic the Gathering is great.
It was like a community. But anyways, I got into that, and whenever there's something emotional, you kind of get your margins through there. So I flipped a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards through eBay. The time value ratio, I spent a lot of time on it, and I liked it too, so I kind of wasted my time kind of sorting out the cards or whatever. So I was making around like $2,000-3,000. It was more like $2,000 profit every single month, and I just
every month you were making $2,000-3,000 profit.
Yeah,
flipping cards.
Every single day.
Serious?
I had to deliver stuff every single day, pack.
I don't care, man. How old were you? 16?
No, I was
15?
16 and a half, almost 17.
Dude,
right?
That's insane. That's insane money for somebody 16. For real.
Okay.
There are adults out there that are really happy with like $3K a month. No joke.
No, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. It was just like, you know your audience, so you know how to sell it to them. And then you try to sell it. In the beginning, it was really hard. The margins were really small. I was like, I can make a little bit more money through here. Throw in like a little rare shiny card if you guys are inside of it. And that's where I made my margins really. And I just invested all of that into Facebook ads, Shopify, and I really wasted a lot of money. When I got into this, I wanted to succeed. So I just threw everything inside of it, and my parents were like, why are you dumping so much money into this thing when you could get like something else? And I'm just like, I want this to work.
Did your parents ever want you to get a job? Like a steady job?
I mean, they wanted me to...
A nice, respectable career, become a doctor, become a lawyer, an engineer, an accountant.
As a Chinese person, preferably a doctor, you already know. And then they're like computer science, they're like, over 100,000 a year? That's pretty good. And I got into that, but that was expectation.
Okay.
That was expectations.
Okay. So tell us the process it took from going from like 2,000 to 3,000 a month and exactly what you did to then bring that to where you are now, 100,000 a month. I mean, that's how do you scale up? Exactly what did you do? What did you find that works? And what can you tell everyone watching if they want to, at least try to replicate something like that?
Just like any industry, you get into real estate, anything. When you start out, you're gonna fail. Most likely fail. And when you fail, you learn a lot. I wasted a lot of money and I learned a lot. So as I kept spending money, I learned. This works, this doesn't work. $5 strategies work, $20 ad strategies doesn't work. So I just took these tiny bits and parts that worked and I just doubled down on it. Okay. So finding more products and just scaling from there. So, it really takes one winner products to really make it. I'm stacking on winners and that's how I'm getting to the point I am. And I invest a lot of time into it. And I'm sure the same way for you. I mean, not everybody succeeds, especially the real estate market. And it just takes a while to figure out what works.
So let's go to the mentality aspect of it. Why did you succeed? Because a lot of people try this. They're never going to make more than $5K a month. Even that, I think would be a huge success. Okay. So what makes you different?
First thing I think of is parents. Like I wanted to prove them wrong to an extent, but it wasn't the main reason. Number two, I was pissed off. Pissed off was a big one. I learned this from Alex Becker. Being pissed off for your situation. Like, how is this guy making 20,000 and you make 10,000? It's kind of like you're comparing yourself. But you kind of tell yourself you're a piece of crap, right? And then you just get motivated. That was a big one for me. Anger was a big motivator for me for a long time. And this was a big one for me. I don't know, this is pretty hardcore, but Machiavelli motivation. It's a YouTube channel. Yeah. It's more for bodybuilding, but if you connect bodybuilding, I'm not a bodybuilder. Look how small muscles are.
You can lift, bro.
No, I don't lift as much as I want to when I need to, but
5 pounds.
Yeah, I mean sometimes on a lucky day 6 pounds.
Nice. Yeah.
But that channel really channels like the energy that's inside. Like it really brings out my testosterone and like I connect.
So there's a competitiveness.
Yeah, it's kind of like I connected lifting weights with hustling.
So what do you think the future is of Shopify? My biggest worry, and I'll tell you, is that it's sustainability.
Yeah.
Do you think this is an industry that 10 years from now you can still be doing the same thing, making the same amount of money, or making more? Do you think this is an industry that you can grow and expand in for the long term? Or do you think competition is going to slowly bring down prices, people are going to get too sophisticated in figuring out, like, wait a second, this guy's making 50, I could just go to AliExpress directly, or wherever you find your, I don't know where you find your products.
Right. So, 10 years, I mean, dropshipping is never going to die. You're always going to be able to dropship from Canada, US, but US, Canada, they're very expensive if you guys ever check the prices. But here's the thing. I see this a lot, and I've been in Facebook to kind of really see the differences, especially in the products that I've been testing and growing. The ads are going to be more expensive. More people are going to get inside of it. And the thing is, the CPMs go up. When CPMs go up, you get less people. Less people, less traffic, less money. So I see this is going to happen a lot. It's going to be harder and harder for beginners. Like Alex Becker said, it's an amazing video. The people with the data, the people with the purchases now, are the people that will sustain. Like half a year from now, I have the data to, I'm in a beauty niche, right? So I use this data for another product. There's always gonna be more and more products, whether I tell my suppliers to engineer a specific product, which a lot of people don't do. I might teach you guys a little bit how to do it, but it's kind of like my secret sauce. Like I have a lot of secret sauces that like, yeah, I'll mention some of it, but I do hide it because you guys are competitors. I'm just sorry, I have to be honest with you guys. So
we're talking to you right now watching this.
I'll be honest.
You're a competitor. Speaking of competitors, though, what do you think of competition within your niche, and what's your advantage of beating them out?
Oh, I mean, it's really the funnel. I mean, a lot of people don't talk about the funnel. Again, Alex Becker, he's just a beast. You know, the funnel's super important. You can't expect someone to buy from a video that you wouldn't even buy from. This is a big thing. So try to watch your own ad video. If you guys are doing e-commerce right now, will you buy from yourself? Well, are you going to be sold on it? Most of the times, no. And fix it. Please fix it. If you guys don't have that eye because you're just too much of a marketer, tell your friends, your 3 best friends that are non-marketers. They will have a outside view, and this has helped me out so much. And the second thing I do is outbid competitors, and this is another secret sauce of mine. So yeah, and this helps weed out the competition. When you have a winner, whenever someone steals your winner, it's just impossible for them to take it. It's just that they have to know what I'm knowing, and they have to have that data. So
yeah, speaking of your first point, I do the exact same thing with YouTube, by the way, is I look at it from the perspective of a viewer.
Right.
I'm like, how is the audio quality? How is the aesthetics of the background? Does it look cool? How is the title? How is the thumbnail? Is this something I would click on myself? And if the answer is no, I won't even upload the video.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but probably 1 in 7 videos I do, I will film, get it done, edited, I'll upload it, but I'll never post it.
Right.
Because I see it, I'm like, I wouldn't click on this video.
Right.
There's something about it, just the audio sucks, and I won't put out something that I feel is subpar. And that is what I felt has led to a lot of the growth, is simply looking at it just from the perspective of a viewer,
right,
and not like what I want to make videos on necessarily.
Right, so it's beneficial for us and you. As a marketer and as a YouTuber, we want to give exactly what would benefit you guys the most. And that's what we really care about, whether you're selling a product or selling a video or something. We want to give you something that's value.
I would say the same thing too. I'd never thought of it like that, even on YouTube. It really comes down to marketing.
Yeah.
It's just how well can you market yourself to whatever audience you want to attract.
Right.
Never thought of it like that. So that's a great point.
It's a good point.
So let's go back to the audience a little bit. For everyone watching, what would you recommend to them?
If you guys don't even try, that's the most risky thing to become, a millionaire, even a billionaire if you guys really want that. But to really just execute, as cliche as that sounds, that's where it starts. And momentum builds. And get a job. A lot of entrepreneurs are like, I won't get a job, my ego's too big, I'm an entrepreneur. I don't get a job. And I had a job at one time, I was a lifeguard, right? It's just like, you have to do what it takes. And, don't let your ego get in the way. It's like a big one that a lot of guys especially, it's just like, you gotta sacrifice that,
I agree with that, especially on just taking action. And that's the thing that I say in so many videos, it's just most people will watch something, get hyped on it, think about trying something, or they even do a little research on Google and YouTube, and then they fall asleep, and the next day, all of that momentum is gone.
Please just get started.
And that's you got to start like now. I mean, that's what I've really taken away, is that it's the people that figure like right now is the best time to start, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. There is no right time. There is no right place. It's just right now.
Please, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like your future, your lifestyle, your parents, whatever your motivation is, your Lamborghini.
Yeah. What is your motivation, by the way? I never talked about this.
Oh man. I mean, this is another big motivation of mine. Freedom. Like, I want to go to, let's say I want to go to Florida tomorrow. I want to go to Bali. I want to go to Dubai. I'm able to do it. It's just like, I want to be able to experience the things I want, and anything binding me just makes me feel bad. So freedom is really the biggest thing that I seek out for. And money's great, It allows you to have so much freedom. You're allowed to do some of these things, save a lot of time if you have the money. So that's really what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Freedom. And to this day, I mean, I have a lot of things to learn. Every day you crave, you figure out what you want in the future. I don't know what I want in 5 years. I don't know what I want in 10 years, but I'm trying to figure it out.
So let's start. How many months have you consistently made 100,000 so far?
100,000 profit.
Yeah, 100,000 profit. How many months? Because some people could be like, oh, you only did that 1 month.
So it's just August, right? So this is the third month.
The third month.
This is the third month. I mean, 100K is really hard to sustain. I mean, it took me a really long time to build out a team. Me, amazing people. Like, you're an amazing person, and Wilson's amazing. He's a big, big help. We have a lot of developers that we owe a lot to, The Philippines. Yeah. Oh my God, Philippines. If you guys want VAs, I mean, this is kind of being a competitor to me, but like, they're really cheap, and they know their English is very good. But yeah,
so 3 months. And then what were you doing prior to this 3 months?
At the beginning of the year, I was doing probably like January around 5, then 10, then 15. I did a little consulting, got a little money from there. And it just stacked and stacked. I just really scaled it out inside of Facebook ads. But yeah, I just really put my head down. I just really scaled out. So basically, when you have one winner, let's just say it's 20,000, you try to find another winner, it takes a while. Like, finding winner product, honestly, is the hardest thing ever. It's the hardest thing ever. Because if you find it, you're gold. you could take care of your finances for the whole year.
So now everyone's going to be asking though, like, how do you find the winning product? And I know we're jumping around on this. We're totally winging it as it comes up. Like, this is just a natural conversation here. How do you find a winning product?
Nobody wants to teach the strategy, you know. I mean, I'll give a little bit of my secret sauce. Like, I haven't really taught many people this. This is a big one, guys. Like, this is a big one. I'm serious. Like, go to the top suppliers. Try to contact them. It's a big language barrier, but if you can crack it, if you get on a call with them, it's basically you get some connection with them. If you ask them what's their best selling product within the last 2 weeks, 1 week, you figure out what's selling. And maybe this has been selling for 6 months, 3 months, but hopefully 3 weeks, 2 weeks. If you catch on to these, I might have just made you a millionaire. Like it's like literally catching on to this. Some suppliers, they really don't care. As long as you are selling the product that they want to sell, it's affiliate market. Like they get the money. So that's what they really care about. And this helped me find some winners. And I know some other people that are pretty big that use this as well. So take this and run with it. Like, nobody really revealed this before. I don't think anybody has.
You heard it here first, folks. Hit that like button.
I'm serious. It's
Hit that like button for this.
Like, it's pretty logical as well. It's just like, I never thought about this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Until I talked. It's actually funny. It's
yeah,
like,
it makes sense.
Yeah, some suppliers will hook you up. All right, I guess the suppliers will soon get a lot of emails or
there we go.
Whatnot, but hopefully you guys will find your winner because, you know, maybe you get, I don't know. It really just starts from there.
Yeah. So at what point, though, is enough? Because what drives you honestly past 100,000? Because when you get to a certain point, at least from my experience, you start getting lazy. You lose that motivation because all of a sudden, if money was the original motivation and you get it, you lose it.
Here, this is very relevant. So, Wilson's connection, this guy, he really mentioned this. And when you reach 3,000, you're hovering. You need more money. 5,000, you're doing a lot better. 10,000, you're living above your means to an extent. You kind of get some nice stuff. 20,000, you do not need more money. You do not need it.
I agree with that.
You really don't. I mean, unless it becomes a game. Who has the biggest D, right? Who has the biggest, bank account? There's a lot of little things. There's a lot of little things that come into it, and you figure out your own little balance. I don't know. I mean, life is going fast. When you're an entrepreneur, you learn a lot of things about yourself, and I don't know, man. Like, it's really a game for me, and I like it. It's exciting. I want to be like the Wolf of Wall Street, kind of like live the life, kind of. And I mean, if you're gonna expose. no, it's just kind of like doing whatever you want because, like, I want to experience life. I mean, life is amazing if you make it amazing. So experience it, and to experience it, you have to work pretty hard and kind of have to work your face off for it. And it might take 1 year, it might take 10 years, but it depends on what industry you're in. But
so, what's your end goal then?
No end goal. If you ask me what I'm going to do in 2 years, I don't know. If you ask me where I'm going to be in 2 months, I might be in Bali. I don't know. I was just in New York last week. I don't know. I'm trying to feel it out.
The same way with me almost. I really don't have an end goal. Like, people ask me all the time why I created the YouTube channel. For fun. That was it. Yeah. It was just for fun, and then I expected nobody to watch, and now it's just like, well, now what do I do? I did not expect any. I had no end goal. I'm just kind of winging it and seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
That's really, I think a lot of people are like that. I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily.
It's a whole journey.
But as long as you're enjoying the process, I think.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like almost if you have the end goal, once you hit it, you become depressed because all of a sudden you've got exactly what you wanted and the chase is gone. That's the problem with money goals is eventually you hit them and then you're done. And then what's even worse is that it goes up a little bit. If it was 20K, then like what's the next? I need another money goal and it's like 40K. Yeah. Hit that. Oh no.
It's very hard for you guys to really empathize this, when I saw these first videos, like people making the money, and they're like, they become depressed. I'm like, are you an idiot? You have that much money? I was like, are you serious, bro? You have money and you're depressed? Are you like?
It's a little bit like it's anticlimactic. Like you think it's going to be amazing, and then but it doesn't. It just
you just peak off and
then it's all downhill from there. Two last things I want to end this video on. The first one is the consulting. And this is something I never mentioned in my video. I think this is the first time I've ever mentioned the coaching calls in a video. I always just put it in the description. I charge about $200 for 45 minutes for a coaching call.
Yep.
I maybe get a few a day. I turn, I would say, 95% of them down because they're just not specific enough.
Yeah.
Right. This was a consulting call. I mean, this was just, he wanted to spend the money to make the connection. And I mean, it was honestly probably the best money I ever spent. And I hate to sound like arrogant or like,
No.
you got the best money. But no, for
ROI
real.
wise, guys, that was pretty positive.
From an ROI perspective. But most people don't want to spend the money, or don't want to even take the initiative or take the risk to do
I
that.
didn't expect anything on a call. You're like super, like when he emails me back, he'll be like, that if you didn't like it, just ask me for a refund.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I didn't have any expectation. I was just trying to feel out like his philosophy. I love philosophy because this is what everybody learns in their lifetime. You kind of learn it, pick it out, chew what you like, and just kick out the rest, right? So that's why I really. He gave me a really long coaching call, and I really like it.
It's these really creative ways. Someone else. So I posted my phone for sale on Instagram. I think it was like $450 or $500, whatever.
Yeah.
A guy responded back within like 30 minutes and said, "Okay, done. I'll buy it. I'll pick it up on Monday." Whatever it was. So, like, this was like almost instantaneously. So I met up with the guy, and I'm like, "Oh, here's the phone." And he was telling me, I don't even need the phone. I just wanted to go meet you. And I was just like, "You just spent $450 to buy my phone to meet me." He goes, no, I'm just going to sell the phone for like $400.
You're a celebrity.
Yeah. No, but for real though. And it was true. He's like, no, I'm just going to flip the phone. I'm going to sell it to someone else for like $450, get my money back. But I basically just have to flip this. I just basically have to sell this phone to anybody else, even if it's like for $400. And for $50, we got to meet. And I ended up like hanging out with the dude for like 3 hours and making like a great connection with somebody who's just a chill person to hang out with.
You're a great guy, man.
But I'm just saying, it's these little things, these creative tactics that really work and that really make
how to get a mentor.
Yeah, no, for real. Versus the people who send me just these emails of just like, hey, I need help, please help me start.
But if you guys can really do this, you guys can really meet anybody if you guys do this correctly.
But this is also a shameless plug. If someone does, I may as well just do it. If someone does want like a serious consulting call and you have specific things, you actually have to have questions you want to work on, specific things you want to improve, and what you want to accomplish. The email's in the description. Just know I turn down most people, so you really got to be like very specific about what you want. But it's a shame. I've never promoted that before.
I mean,
but
he's learned a lot in his lifetime. And if you just buy out a little bit of time to kind of save you that, that's kind of what I did. I'm glad. I'm where the magic happens. The Lotus, the office over there.
Well, awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I'll link to his information in the description. If you watched it all the way through, I think this might be like a 30-something minute video.
Yeah.
Just comment down below. Let us know you watched it all the way through. It does mean a tremendous amount that you've actually listened. It's probably listening to this whole thing.
We tried our very best for the value, so.
Yeah. Also, make sure to hit that like button because it does also really. If you're not even going to comment, at least just hit the like button and subscribe and smash that notification bell. And add us on Snapchat and Instagram. I'll put all that in there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time.